Welcome to Invest. We're talking about investing, finance, and professional development. So current time of 8:30 a.m. on Eastern Time, Ethereum could trade $3,345, up about 1.48% so far. With respect to overall crypto market, you can see that we're clearly bright green at the moment. On the overall crypto market, the altcoins have the house are surging approximately about like 8 to 9% across the spectrum if you kind of stretch it out on a weighted average perspective. While these key coins are trading on just a sideways fashion right now, up about approximately 1% if you stretch it out as well. What's the main catalyst coming out this week, and what's driving this, I guess, bullish momentum? Beside the fact that we are, sustaining the rally from the overreactions from the consecutive sell-offs that we've been incurring for the last couple of weeks so far from the Ukraine-Russian war, the interest hikes on the FOMC meeting, which allocates 6 hikes going forwards, which the market has been trying to bake in the price adjustments onto the market sentiment, to the COVID affectation that is still kind of lingering on, to just wild fear mongering, around the war that can cultivate into something that's a little bit more severe, onto a Cold War, to a potential World War III, etc., to a subsequent, depression, or, the R word, the recession phase that we could potentially shift onto. So with all of those like affectation, and I would say that's like 5 whammies in total, driving the sell-off that we've been having, on a de-escalating fashion, like a staircase which is kind of walking down, forming lower lows on a week-to-week basis. Now we're rebounding very sharply, right? Almost like a V-shaped recovery if you look into it, right? We've been surging for the last, I would say, 10 days so far, ever since the drop. So right now across the market, extremely overbought for multiple coins. So we'll dive into that in a bit to look at what's the momentum looking like going forward. And what's the next catalyst that we need to watch out for is with respect to the JOLT report that's coming out tomorrow on March 29th. I'm looking at calendar at 10 a.m. on the Eastern Time. And what's the JOLT report? It's coming out from the labor with respect to the labor, the U.S. Bureau of Labor Statistics. And the report is called the Job Opening and Labor Turnover Data, which the Feds watch very closely on triangulating their interest hikes, right? Because that's their key mandates. So we'll see what's the clarity around this release tomorrow. And I guess today, the market sentiment, is relatively bullish because of the Monday affectation. Monday is typically more of a green day if you compare that relatively to other days of the week. And at the same time, the rally is still sustaining. And also there's a catalyst that's driving the overall equity market to kind of go up is with respect to the Tesla stock split rumor. It's still a rumor. Elon Musk and Tesla has posted on their Twitter, and also to the media affectation side, proposing to the shareholders on, the decision between should they be splitting the stocks or should they keep it the way it is, right? So it's a rumor, it's not confirmatory yet, but that will technically drive some buying pressure. So we're right now up about 6% pre-market, trading around $169 at the moment. But we could see that we're clearly extremely overbought, and we've been surging for quite some time now. So I don't think we will be able to keep going. We could, but the next level we need to know is the 1,122, which is a relatively big leap up. And the more you buy in right now, the longer your luck is going to be stretched, on the fact that you've been stretching for quite some time now, right? So it might be thoughtful to start taking some profit shortly, right? That's just something to think about. I mean, you don't have to. You could technically just hold and forget the short-term volatility, but just know that this is a little bit too fast, too quick, and that doesn't really convey a lot of confidence to me, especially fundamentally the business has not really shifted that well, like that difference. This is more just media affectation cultivated with fear of missing out combined. So it's a very emotional feeling. driving this buying pressure. So something to think about. So let's just look back at the technicals right now with respect to Ethereum. Right now we are at the next level, right? Per our discussion yesterday, the 3,335. We're exactly there right now. And on the R side, we are at the 71 out of 70. So this is extremely overbought level. We could technically keep surging up, right? But is that something that you think we will actually have a shot of doing so? Because the next level we will have to go up to 3472, knowing the fact that we've been dragged up for quite some time now. At the same time, you know, on our side, there is no signs of momentum of shift down, but you could see that it started to curve down a little bit right now. But on the MACD, it's still kind of leaping up like a baseball. But the more you wait for this, the more you're gonna be the risk is, you know, you're gonna further elongate the risk profile of your holding, knowing the fact that this is very overbought. So something to think about, right? So next level we could potentially get up to is the 3,472. If we don't, we could give up and come back down to 3,158 naturally, right? We might even get down back to the low 3,000s or 2,853, right? Based on the current setup right now. So something to think about. Bitcoin is flat right now. You can see that one green candle surge up because of this compound handle that we try to form. We're now at the 70 out of 70. So again, very overbought, and we got canceled out at exactly the 47,893 per our discussion days ago. So do we see this keep going? Right now we need to really watch the needle on the R side. You can see that we're starting to curve down already. At the same time, we're looking for an apex on a MACD front. So coming down to like the 45 to 44 to cool down will be a necessity. I don't think you can keep going just like in one shot the way we have been so far. So the longer you stretch out, the longer you're going to be incurring higher risks going forward, especially if you buy now. Respect to Dogecoin, about 3%. We are still surging. The momentum is still propelling at 69 out of 70. 70 basically overbought again. I would not really touch this until 11 all the way to 1066. Cardano is at 120 right now. So next level of 120 is 134. We're at the 74 out of 70. So what even more overbought than we're supposed to be. We're the most overbought historically. Oh, not really. In comparison, we were also surging all the way to 82 before historically. But is that something that you want to test your luck on? We have a 134 mark as a next leap. I think taking profit or just be like thoughtful about this is more logical than just let's just allow it to keep pumping. We could technically, but how much more can we technically surge, right? And I would just be more risk averse and start taking profit from here, you know, because it's just more risk averse. Maybe just me being conservative, but that's just me talking, right? Solana is at 110 right now. The next level we need to get up to is 113, right? Which is exactly what we got to like during midnight with a 67 out of 70. So yeah, this is still very bullish. You can see that we're still, you know, have no signs of curvature down yet. So technically going to 112 is very logical from here. And then as we form an apex, we're going to look for a sell-off any day now. But after 112, we're going to go to 121. XRP is up about 5%. So next level is going up to 88, right? Basically a technical speaking the truth again. We're still surging because no signs of curvature right now. We're still pumping, but we've been pumping for quite some time now. You can see how elongated the line is. So 78 to below is where I would, you know, start thinking about buying, but 69 to 57 is where I would prefer. Polkadot's about 11%, 70 out of 70 right now. Very overbought still. 1650 out of, you know, all the way to 14 will be where we're buying at. Algorand's up about 6.5% so far. At the basically 95 cents right now. I would not touch this until 75 all the way to 67 with a 70 out of 70 right now. Shiba Inu, it's at the up 2000s right now. So again, 2100, 1400, 900 from here. We're okay. We're not like completely overbought at the 61 out of 70, but still kind of upper echelon. MACTAC's up about 1.34%, 143 to 120. And then AVAX is still trying to recuperate. It seems like we could technically keep leaping because of the momentum with the 61. The next level we could potentially get up to will be 95 to all the way to 99. But 100 is going to be a stretch. If we break 100, we could keep going. But I don't think, it's possible, right? Because we're not like completely overbought to the point of like 70, 81 out of 70. But it really contingent on the micro catalyst. I would touch this until like 60 to 50 from here. Luna is still flat. This is a head, shoulder, shoulder. So I think coming down would be probable. But I think going up to 100 again, retest this, form a shoulder, and then sell back down would be very logical with the 56 out of 70 right now. So hope you guys have a good Monday. It's definitely a green day that we deserve collectively. But there's still some lingering factor with respect to tomorrow on the JOLTS report coming from the Bureau of obviously of labor statistics that will triangulate with what the Fed's decision will look like going forward. But appreciate you. Have a good day and take care. Bye.